Should I do this whole video in black and white? I mean, the first 2 episodes are entirely black and white. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. It'll be fun. It'll be a nice change. There we go. Hey guys, welcome back to the MCU HQ. The first 2 episodes of WandaVision have released, ending the 1.5 long hiatus of no MCU content. Phase 4 has finally begun. So I watched these first 2 episodes, and these are my non-spoiler thoughts. I need to watch the episodes one more time, and then either late tonight or tomorrow morning, there will be my spoiler thoughts on the show. But this is completely non-spoiler, so if you haven't seen it, you're in the right place. Watch this video, watch the episodes, then go see the spoiler video that I'm going to do. So the first 2 episodes of the show released, and the first episode, you jump in, and it does not give any backstory or any explanation on how Wanda got here. There is no bridge between the ending of Endgame, where she was kicking Thanos' ass, to how she got in a sitcom with a dead Vision. Now, yes, the show is going to explain that later on, but I think it's worth noting that right away, you don't get any description. You're plunged into a black and white sitcom with a laugh track and just expected to adjust. And easily the high point of the show is the chemistry between Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen. They kill it as Vision and Scarlet Witch, and their chemistry on and off screen is phenomenal. Every scene they're in together is great, and you smile through it. So that's easily a highlight. But it's not just limited to them. A lot of the actors all have good chemistry, including Kathryn Hahn. Her scenes with Elizabeth Olsen, she plays Agnes, the neighbor. Her scenes with Elizabeth Olsen are great. And in 5 minutes, the show just builds them up as friends really well right away. So by the end of the first episode, then when she pops back up in episode 2, it feels like they're friends. It doesn't feel like they're just written to be friends for the sake of being friends. It feels like they are actually friends. And I think it was really well written. When you see it, you'll know what I mean. They do it in a natural way that's not forced. It's actually kind of funny how they just become friends. I found it amusing. But this is all stuff I'll talk about in my spoiler review. It's hard to not talk about spoilers with this show. Everyone who has seen this and reviewed this has said that the show does not get going right away. And I'm going to talk about that because I agree. This is not to say the first 2 episodes are bad. I really like them, but they do not push any story forward. They have self-contained stories. And I'm going to tell you the synopsis of these episodes in the least spoiler way possible, okay? In the first episode, they're hosting a dinner party for Vision's boss, and there's a miscommunication between him and Wanda, so she's not ready. And then the second episode, they're preparing for a town talent show to just, blend into their new home better, or however Wanda puts it. And those are the first 2 episodes. There's no overarching narrative between the 2. Yes, there are hints in both episodes, more so in the second, which I'll get into in a minute. But you don't feel any sense of, okay, I know where the story's going from here. The second episode just ends, and you're just left with a series of hints, and you have to be like, okay, I'll just wait for episode 3 where I get more of those. So, general audiences got the first 2 episodes they released on Disney+. The press got to see the first 3, which is the first act of the show. Because to my knowledge, the show is set up in 3 acts, 3 groups of 3 episodes, right? 9 episodes. And I've heard that the 3rd episode is where stuff really starts to go down, to the point that I wish we got all 3 episodes and we got them in chunks of 3 instead of weekly, because I'm guessing that's how the show's supposed to be, or just all at once. But nope, they'd rather do it weekly. So we get 2 episodes, 55 minutes of television that doesn't really provide us any big story. Again, hints of what's coming. There is a sense of foreboding and mystery behind the scenes of this whole thing. And we just don't know anything about it, but we keep getting info. And this is stuff I'm going to go into in spoilers because I cannot talk about it here. But something's definitely coming, and you watch these episodes, which are just two fun adventures, but behind the scenes there's something, and you know it's coming. I do think that the show maybe could have benefited without the first episode, because the first one feels just so ridiculously standalone. It's meant to put the characters where they're supposed to be for the rest of the show, but there are there's one very subtle hint. I didn't even catch it, but people are talking about it. And then the second hint is at the very end of the show, you get a few seconds. So in total, you get 10 seconds of info. 10 seconds that could have just been written into episode 2. Just scrap episode 1, you have 8 episodes instead of 9. First one, to me, not very important. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, there's some good laughs, not laugh out loud, but I think there's very humorous moments in the show, mainly actually, that's not true, the second episode's funnier, but the first episode has some good content, but just not in a story that I know is going to be very, very story-focused. I feel like it's the throwaway episode. When all is said and done, I feel like the first episode is going to be the one that you'll be like, yeah, not really important. And I think a lot of people are going to end up skipping it and just starting the show at episode 2. And tying back to this sense of mystery and foreboding, when you watch this show, watch very carefully. I miss stuff, which is why I can't do a spoiler talk right now, because I need to go back and watch them and analyze every shot and see what's in there, because it's super easy to miss stuff. First episode, I missed something people are talking about being huge, so I can't even give a theory on it like everyone can. All the hints throughout the show, all the very subtle hints, all these little things in images, very easy to miss dialogue. All of it. So be careful watching this show. Take your time. Don't try to rush through it. Do not pick up your phone and start doing other things. Keep your eyes on the screen. Pay attention to this show. So that's really my non-spoiler thoughts on the show. I need to watch them one more time so I can finally, so I can talk about spoilers. I'm holding back. It's hard. I mean, they're right there, ready to come out, but I'm not going to say anything. That's what that video's for. I have a lot of questions after these first 2. I'm interested to see where the show goes from here. I think it's doing something really special. I'm excited to see how it unfolds. So guys, those are my non-spoiler thoughts on the first 2 episodes of WandaVision. Have you seen them? What did you think of them? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, leave a like on this video, subscribe, and click on the bell to receive all notifications from the MCUHQ. That's going to be it. Have a great day, guys.